On this week's episode, we talk about E3. Enjoy the show.
Roaming around at the speed of copyright. Please don't sue us. What? I'm horrible. What?
Please don't sue us.
Well, welcome to episode 101. That's right. That's the big one, baby, right there. The episode that's like turning 31.
Oh my God, we're in triple digits.
Talk all kinds of video games and whatnot. My name is Ryan Smith, and I'm joined by, I wish your name had a C in it, because then I could call you like Coronavirus Craig or something.
I mean, my middle name is a C. You forget that.
Welcome to Coronavirus. Wait, my co-host Coronavirus C middle name.
There you go. That works.
What's going on?
I am doing well. Update of my ear since last week.
Yeah.
Last week was the ear infection
ear
podcast.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Last year was the ear apocalypse, and now it's
the death apocalypse.
I was going to say coronavirus, but that's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
Although it really does seem like it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. I can't hear out of my right ear.
I think it's permanent, man.
It might be permanent.
That's I've had a lot. I don't say a lot of ear infections because that sounds like I might have some kind of problem. But I've had several ear infections in my life, and I don't think that that's a normal side effect of an ear infection a week in after you've been taking antibiotics.
Me neither. I've had my share of ear infections as well.
So that might be somebody might have stabbed you in the ear, and you just thought it was an ear infection, and maybe they had an ear infection and they poured some of their ear infection juice. That sounds disgusting. Down in your ear. I'm not saying I did this, but somebody might have.
I mean, yeah, that sounds pretty bad. So I have I don't have an appointment yet. I'm waiting for them to call me to go see an ear, nose, throat doctor.
This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go to the ENT, right? And they're gonna give you coronavirus. Is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, it sounds like a good way to go.
The doctor is gonna have gone to Taco Bell or something, and one of the employees is gonna like coughed in his face, and then he's gonna sneeze down your throat when he's for some reason looking in your throat. I don't know, and he's gonna give you the coronavirus.
I mean, that sounds like a way to go. Sounds like something that would happen to me. So, I mean, even if I plug up my left ear, I can understand that I'm speaking, but it's just nothing.
What the hell is that language? Not English. If I plug up my left ear, I can understand that I'm still speaking.
Well, yes.
So you're a human with a functioning brain that can understand when they're forming sentences. Congratulations, Jordan. Congratulations. Now you can. That's proof that you got through high school right there.
Oh God, I want to hear out of my right ear pretty damn bad. So what the doctor said that they didn't have room for you, or they weren't taking patients right now, or what? They alluded to they didn't openly say, "Hey, we're not taking patients because of the coronavirus."
The coronavirus?
Yep.
Toyota Corolla?
That's right. But she said, "Hey, we'll get back to you in a couple days."
Right.
So, I mean, if it is just I'm literally deaf in my right ear now, which hopefully isn't that serious. Hopefully they're just like, listen, we're just going to open you up, do a little...
I don't think they're going to... You keep saying they're going to open you up. They don't do... Also, that sound was horrifying. They don't do surgery for ear infection. They give you medicine.
I know.
What are they going to... All they're going to do is... All they could do, assuming that it is an ear infection, I believe, as someone who has had several in the past, 10 years or so, I've probably had like 5. They always just give me I'm surprised they didn't give you ear drops. That's kind of what I'm surprised about.
I think that would have fixed my problem. It probably would have. But the guy made it very clear, I'm not a doctor.
Well, no, but I mean, I don't usually I go to the an actual doctor when I have an ear infection because they're not that serious.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll get it resolved in next week's podcast. I'll have
the story continues.
The story continues
next time on What I Mean podcast. Jordan's still got an ear infection.
Yep, I
think it might be more severe than this.
I do not have an ear anymore.
Maybe when you get there, you can mention the thing about the guy with the knife and the ear fluid.
Yeah, be like, hey, can y'all look and see if I've got stabbed in my ear? And maybe he poured a little bit of a scoop.
They look all around your ear, and you've got like stab marks around your ear.
Sir, how did you not know this happened? I don't know.
I don't know, man. He's a pretty heavy sleeper. If you don't know, Wendy's recently got breakfast. So I got up because I tried to do this like 3 or 4 days in a row. I would get up because I wake up at a normal hour. I don't wake up at 1 o'clock because I'm a human adult, unlike Jordan apparently. I'm like just banging the shit out of his door. At one point, I literally walk into his room and say, "Hey Jordan, do you want Wendy's?" Wait for like 30 seconds just staring at him. He did not move. I thought he was either gone or dead. But apparently he was neither because I'm talking to him right now.
For the record.
I mean, he survived the ear stabbing, so I don't know what can kill him.
This was after the ear stabbing. And apparently I can't hear on my right side. So obviously my hair or something was muffled my left side because I didn't hear you enter. So yeah,
it's kind of the point where I've gotten like kind of worried about you because you're like taking these naps, like 3 to 5 hour long naps in the middle of the day that you will not wake up from.
Yeah, it's been weird.
I'll never forgive you because I missed Wendy's opening day of breakfast and the following 3 days of breakfast because of that. I mean, listen, could I have gone without you? Yes.
I mean, you can hold that to me. I accept that burden to bear. It's okay.
But Wendy's, it's got some pretty good breakfast. I'm going to say this. It might be controversial, right? I don't really see a reason to ever go to McDonald's for breakfast again.
I mean, I 100% agree.
Wendy's is better. Taco Bell is better. I mean, I guess if you want just a regular biscuit, but does Chick-fil-A have sausage biscuits? I know they're a little expensive.
I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever had Chick-fil-A for breakfast.
Well, I know that they serve chicken, but they serve fruit too. And you're already going, what's closer to chicken, fruit or pork?
Good point.
I'm not a zoologist over here or a botanist, but I believe the pork is probably genetically closer.
You know, probably. I will say that
Aren't they both white meat? They're literally both white meat.
Yeah. Wow.
I think I'm a genius. Are pigs? Is this clickbait? Pigs or chickens?
That's interesting. Huh.
What the hell were we talking about?
My ear stabbing. And me taking super long 5 to 6 hour naps.
Yeah.
Notice we're using the word naps here.
Yeah, this isn't sleep time.
This is like 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Sometimes yesterday I took like a 6 p.m. nap. Well, not yesterday, but last week.
I tried to get you to. Well, I guess we successfully kept you from taking a nap at 6 p.m. You don't take a nap at 6 p.m., Jordan, because then you wake up at, well, because of your nap schedule, you wake up at 9, and then guess what? You stay up until 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because you took a nap at 6 p.m.
Yeah, that's true. That kind of rolls into I was deprived of a nap yesterday, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
Because we played like what felt like 10 hours of Smash.
We played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch Entertainment System from probably around noon to when we took a lunch break, but really until 6 or 7 that night, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe even later.
Probably 8. It was late. Well, not late, but it was a long gaming session. It was nice, though.
I cannot believe. Oh, my gosh. Jordan, I don't know if he's not a Smash. I was going to say not a Smash. He's very obviously not a Smash pro. And I don't really consider myself to be good at Smash either. But this man had so much trouble recovering from like being off the stage. I want to say a good 60 to 70% of his deaths or just because he got knocked off the stage when he had 20% and just couldn't get back. At one point, this man, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm dunking on you a lot here, but he had Kirby. Kirby, you push B, and I think you might can get back to the stage after you die. Me and the other guy who we're playing with, I think we stopped fighting and just watched him die. We were in such shock. He was having so much trouble getting back to the stage, so we're like, okay, maybe he hasn't played them with Smash. Let's let him have although he claims he's been playing Smash since the original. I don't know if I can believe that to this performance. But we've played Smash before, and I don't remember you ever having this much trouble. Anyway, I've seen the Grand Canyon, and this might have been more astonishing. It was an incredible feat of something.
This is my hot take, okay?
It's hard to push B?
No, it's easy to push B. What I need, Nintendo reps out there, if you're listening, this is what I need you to do. I need you to reprogram all the Smash characters.
Oh, no, here comes some horrifying take that makes no sense.
When they do up B, you can just automatically just respawn on the stage. Just back on there.
Well, doesn't that take a lot of the challenge out of it, a lot of the fun? Because a lot of Smash is interactions off the stage, and if you can just poof back up, that takes all that away.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I think all in all, instead of me pitching a broken idea to Smash that isn't fully fledged out, just me wanting Smash to be easier, I probably should just hop in the practice room and actually practice some up Bs with different characters.
I mean, it's pretty intuitive. I've played a lot of Smash, but I think it's fairly intuitive if you've played video games. It's kind of fairly self-explanatory, but I mean, I guess if you can't get it, you can't get it. I mean, at least you kind of found a character. I don't feel like I don't know, Byleth can be a dude or a chick, but you kind of find a character that you seem to like. Was that correct?
Yeah, I just randomly picked Byleth. And it kind of just clicked with their moveset, his moveset, whatever. I don't know, Fire Emblem, right?
The new one.
That's what it's from. I liked her character design enough and her moveset that made me think about playing a new Fire Emblem game. So that's a plus for Smash. It made me interested in a new, I guess, game that wasn't on my radar before. It just didn't seem like my cup of tea sort of a thing. But
I mean, I know you like it. We talked about this the other day. You like Advance Wars, and you are a filthy weeb at heart. And this is just Harry Potter weeaboo Advanced Wars. So
I mean, that does sound pretty awesome. I can always use some more of that in my life.
What surprised me really, even more than you not being able to get back to the stage, was the fact that you said you didn't really like any of the characters in the game. Well, that's how I understood what you said.
Yeah, I like some of the characters, but I'm not head over heels in love with some of the characters, but I enjoy them from different games. Like I like the Donkey Kong crew from Donkey Kong Countries. I enjoy the Mario characters from different Mario games. So I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Well, I love the games. I don't necessarily love Mario's not a great character. He's a great character in his own right, but he's a goofball, lovable, weird Italian plumber.
Yeah, I think my thing is I like them in their respective games, but I don't love them in Smash because none of them really fit my particular play style that I want to play.
What does that mean?
And I think
they've got rushdown characters. They've got whatever you call them when you play from afar characters.
Ranged characters.
They've got a bunch of different styles of characters.
I think what I want, and I get, I think it's silly when people call Smash a party fighting game. To each his own. It's just a phrase of words sort of a thing. But I think what I'm looking for that Smash can't give me is like a Tekken feel.
But you don't play Tekken either.
I know. I think it's
you don't play any fighting games.
I'm trying to get into it. and I think that stems from me just playing a lot of fighting games like Tekken and Street Fighter and whatever other one is in the arcade when I was a kid growing up, and I think I'm looking for that in Smash, and that's why I don't really.
You should. When you've got some, I know for a fact I've seen you. You have several of those games. Why don't you play those?
Yes. I'm getting into that. I think I'm gonna start going to the local dojo or whatever it's called.
Yeah, there's a place near us that has some fighting game tournaments.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna start going there and trying to train up, as people say, and try to get good at them. Because I really enjoyed, as much as my hands hurt after playing that long. I really did enjoy playing for that long. Trying different characters, learning different movesets and stuff. And it was nice to finally sort of find a main in Smash.
Yeah, as someone who does it, I do not know. I know the best, quote unquote, best characters in the game, kind of. Like I know Peachy's good. I know Mario is good. And I kind of know the best. I check every once in a while, but I don't know a lot of the other tiers. But she kind of feels like a mid-tier character. She feels like Ike to me, like a B tier, C tier, and me and James just suck. So we just like run around like idiots, and you just can like charge your big moves and just pretty much one-shot us.
Yeah, her moveset is really interesting. It made me curious to see how she interacts with her actual game and those mechanics in that game.
I mean, she's not. Or your character in Fire Emblem is, I mean, kind of has an interesting backstory. You don't have any speaking lines, so they can be a bit bland. But I haven't beaten it, so there's obviously some things I could be missing out on.
Okay, I was just curious as to why she has like a sword, whip, and a bow and arrow and different stuff like that.
Yeah, it explains that in the game.
Okay.
Those are weapons that you can get in the game.
Gotcha. Okay. It's just
I have it. I'll let you borrow it.
Okay. I'll put it on the docket.
Yeah, big docket. I'm sure mine is too.
My long, dreadful list.
Well, it's not dreadful. You should enjoy getting through it. If you don't enjoy getting through it, you shouldn't play them.
That's why I've slowly just been knocking them off the list, uninstalling. It's like, I'm done with this.
Wait, so you aren't enjoying it?
Oh no, I am. I've kind of went through and kind of did a purge, so to speak, of my list of like, I don't really have an order of what I'm going to play next. Sort of.
I have some sort of an order. Like after I beat the game that I just started, I want to beat Cuphead, and then after I beat The Last of Us, when I finally get to play that again, because my HDMI splitter hasn't come in yet, I want to maybe play Persona 5.
Okay.
Beat that.
I've been leaning towards that game lately too. I think I need to go back. I want to go back and finish Golden, though, just so I can experience all that. But damn, that game is long.
Golden. Oh, Persona 4 Golden. Right. You talking about Uncharted Golden Abyss? Wait,
no,
Golden Sun? Wait,
oh man,
Golden Eye?
I want a Golden Sun re-release on the Switch so bad. Not as bad as I want Mega Man Battle Network. I'm going to keep mentioning it until Nintendo gives it to us.
It also says here you're playing. Actually, we've both been playing this. We played this together. As we talked about last weekend, the Call of Duty, Battle Royale mode came out, and we played that with some friends the other day. Although we didn't really play the Battle Royale, we played the...
I actually jumped into the Battle Royale earlier today.
You? What's the other mode called, though?
It's literally just called Battle Royale.
No, Plunder.
Plunder.
I like that. And that one, basically, you're just trying to get the most money. I think you're trying to get to $1 million. You get money by getting kills, by looting boxes,
doing bounties, different stuff like that,
etc., and so on. I liked that, but I wanted to play the traditional Battle Royale mode.
I played it a couple times today, and I did not enjoy it.
You didn't enjoy it?
I did not.
Because that's weird, because it has the exact same mechanics as Plunder.
I'm okay with Plunder because I think it's, you're moving around. The map is the same map.
Right.
It's so huge.
Right.
It's so big. And I think just coming from, I didn't put it on my list, but I recently kind of just fell back in love with Apex, or rekindled the love I had for Apex. And I think I'm trying not to compare it to that, but I think I just am, because I really, really am enjoying Apex. And just kind of, it just feels boring from, not Apex, but COD.
I know what you meant.
it just feels boring from fight to fight. You're driving halfway or traveling halfway across the map just to get into a gunfight or what have you. And at least in Apex, there's interesting ways you can move across the map. And so I
think walking around the map is incredibly boring in Apex, just like it is in Call of Duty. In fact, that I think all that depends on your teammates, because moving around and looting is not fun. That's not fun in any battle royale. Yeah, it's fun to swing around as Pathfinder or something, but that's not the point of the game. The point of the game is to get into gunfights, right? So you want your teammates to push with you, and I've had probably hundreds of times in Apex Legends where my teammates don't move. So I don't really see the comparison, because the fun part in Apex, the fun part in any battle royale is the fighting.
I think for the reason I didn't enjoy it is because I was just playing by myself.
I've kind of gone to the conclusion that battle royales, at least for me, just aren't fun by myself.
Yeah. So hopefully before next.
Try playing. I'll play with you sometime. Yeah, because I think I see what you're getting at. That the moment to moment non-gun play isn't. It's not agonizing, but it's a bit boring.
Yeah, because at least with we can shoot the shit between each
exactly.
other. I will say that it just kind of pissed me. I will say there's a couple things I like about the Call of Duty Battle Royale. When you're in the plane, it has the names across the sectors.
Yes, I really like that.
That's sweet. It looks good, and there's none of this. Well, what's this building? Where are we dropping? I need to watch a tutorial on it to figure out how to ping. I haven't figured out how to ping in that game yet.
I think you just
double click,
press the ping button. Mine is you just check what on your key bindings.
Okay, I'll have to double check that. I will say that it was annoying.
I don't think the pinging system is as robust as Apex, but I'm pretty sure there's just mine is the scroll wheel. I push the scroll wheel in.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. I will say it was annoying I was jump master and pinged a place, and I dropped there, and my other teammate dropped literally on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
And another one dropped in a literal different place, and was like, "Hey man, get over here. We take the chopper, pick up the other guy." Why didn't we all drop together?
That's the thing about this game. There's when you jump, your teammates have to jump after you, so there's no you can jump at any time, even if you're not the jump master. So there's no guaranteed jump together. Obviously, on Apex, you can drive solo, but if the jump master jumps and you're still on the plane, you automatically go with them. It's a little incentive.
Yeah, I will say that I did tweak the settings a little bit. I did get some 144 hertz monitors, and I turned that on in Call of Duty. Wow, that makes a world of difference. It is insane. I will never play at 60 hertz ever again.
What kind of difference did it make?
It's almost like I got different eyes. Like my reaction time hasn't changed or anything like that. Like it hasn't made me a better player at all. But I can see more faster. And that's the easiest that's the easiest common way I can explain it to someone that doesn't play video games without getting any of the technical stuff.
Well, I doubt anybody who's listening to this doesn't play video games.
Duh, yeah. Well, it's just crazy because when I was doing research on them, I was watching all these YouTube videos and yada yada, and they were using all these technical terms. And they're like, you'll just know. Like once you experience it, you'll figure it out. And it was like a light went off, and I saw it. It was playing in the settings. Oh, I can change this. Okay, let's go to max, 144 hertz, and it was night and day difference. It's insane how many different frames you can see.
There's that Linus Tech Tips video. It's like a 45-minute video that kind of explains that.
Yeah, I watched that like 2 or 3 times before buying new monitors.
Jeez.
I really wanted to see the difference. For a while I thought that the hertz was just not a Ponzi scheme. That's the wrong word.
A Ponzi scheme.
But essentially I thought it was just bull malarkey. I thought it was hogwash. Just stupid, this is just the new thing that's really cool that is going to make you a pro gamer, and it doesn't make you actually a difference. But if the game is optimized for a higher refresh rate, it does make a difference, and it's pretty sweet, especially in a high action game when there is action, like Call of Duty.
Yeah, I haven't really played the traditional battle royale, but I really like the way the game, because obviously it's going to feel the same way. I think the game feels excellent to play. The gunplay obviously feels great. I think the looting system is good. I don't know if it's quite as good as Apex. I don't think the guns are quite as apparent, as they're not as easy to differentiate as Apex is.
Oh no, I stared at the ground like a dum-dum for a long time.
But
I figured out that orange is legendary though.
Well, I mean, it says legendary. It says legendary, epic, and I think one of them is called like player.
Yeah.
Customized. So that it means that's yours or it's another player's. Mm-hmm. And I do like that there's no you don't pick up scopes or anything. I think it's guns, armor, like cash and
guns, armors, cash, grenades. And like a special ability, like you can get
like turrets and stuff.
Yeah, turrets or UAV strikes or whatever else there is.
So they did kind of simplify that. That's nice.
Which is nice. There's none of this. Oh, I need this scope and that, and so it is different from Apex in that way.
I do miss the like Jordan said. There's a lot. The Apex is a much faster game, but if I want that, I'll go play Apex. I like the more slow, methodical play of this. When we were playing, how much fun was it to? We were like in this building with a firefight with like 2 or 3 different teams in buildings that were, they weren't that far away, but they were in different buildings, and we were like for like 5 minutes, and I thought that was really tense and really fun. And Apex doesn't really create that kind of atmosphere for me. I know that kind of in the pro scene it's more like that, but I'm not a pro and I play Apex. I want to run around the map like an idiot as Pathfinder and shoot heads.
I will say that Call of Duty does get a thumbs up in my book because there are rocket launchers, and I love me a damn rocket launcher.
Yeah, you sure do. You're just running around corners, and for some reason, I swear I saw you you would have like an AK or something and switch to a rocket launcher as you were going around a corner, like a lunatic.
Yeah, man.
How many times did you kill you? I know for a fact you killed yourself at least once.
Twice.
Oh, that's not terrible. I mean, we only played 2 games, but
yeah, once was. I parachuted down on top of a building, and our friend was fighting 2 other people, and he was like, "Kill them!" And I was like, "All right." Boom! And I mean, it killed him, killed them, and knocked me down, and I ended up bleeding out on top of the building.
Didn't you also kill our teammate?
Yeah. So I killed our teammate, the 2 other guys that were trying to kill him, and then I made myself bleed out.
Well, I revived you though. I was able to revive you. Yeah, you're an insane man. I was trying to explain to you that rocket launchers are pretty much unusable in almost every FPS. Yeah, but you just didn't care.
I just don't care, man. Grenade launchers, rocket launchers, I love them both. Man, if the thing that draws me back to Halo the most, even though I don't play it that often, is the Needler. I love that gun. Man,
that is a cool gun. I'm looking forward to Halo Infinite.
Oh man, yeah, that's gonna be good.
Although I never played Halo 5.
Me neither. I think you can just watch the cutscenes in double time and figure it all out. It can't be that. It can't be that
like
complex.
Watching stuff in double time. I don't understand the double time phenomenon.
It's the easiest way it's quicker for me to digest the information.
But I want to enjoy it.
That's the thing. If I just
read a synopsis in 5 seconds, but I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy it.
If I need the information, I don't need to enjoy it. It's just double time.
So why watch it?
It's just so I can have the little bits of information for it so I can move forward.
Then
I do it with tech videos sometimes.
Well, yeah, it makes sense in that context. I still don't do it because I like to enjoy the nuances of the video. I like to enjoy being able to watch them point out, like we were talking about the refresh rate. Obviously, you can't tell completely in a video, but a lot of the new phones have 120, 90, 120 hertz refresh rates, and they'll kind of demonstrate it. And I like to see their reaction to that kind of in real time instead of them just swiping it up at 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, I definitely get that. Something that I don't get though is I tried explaining to Brian this in code, and I'm trying to stop speaking to him in code because he doesn't get it.
It was complete lunacy.
It is.
I don't even remember what you were talking about, but
I said I started a babysitting service.
Yeah. See, yes. How am I supposed to understand that means you started playing Death Stranding.
And then I even gave him a follow-up. I said I started a babysitting delivery service.
Which I didn't know. I had no idea what you were talking about.
But yes, I started playing Death Stranding. I still have no idea what's going on in that game.
How far in it are you?
Probably 3-4 hours.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's nothing.
I know, that's nothing. But, man, it's much more than a walking simulator. I'm really happy.
I don't think anybody said it was a walking simulator.
Nobody said that. I just made that up in my head. I just gave it the genre of walking simulator, and that's what I thought it was. It's really funny, some of the stuff that happens, though. I like the controls, and this is a random crazy thought.
Oh boy.
I think this would be an enjoyable VR experience.
What makes you think that?
Me thinking about how it would be really cool to play this game in first person.
But can you elaborate?
That's really just it. I was just thinking about...
What about that would make this more enjoyable as a first person experience?
Oh, I was just thinking about from just seeing things from... I don't even know what his name is, the character's name.
Sam Bridges. I haven't played the game and I know that.
Yeah. Just seeing things from Sam's eyes, just from his perspective. Now, granted, throughout some of the game, you'll be doing something. You can move the camera around when you're doing the thing and they're talking or whatever, so you can kind of see different perspectives as Sam is conversating with somebody. So there's kind of that, but I think it would be a really cool experience to actually play it like through his eyes, through a VR headset.
See, I think that this is kind of an action game, isn't it? In a way, I mean, it's a very slow paced walking simulator action game. I think, and I don't think that those games. I don't think the movement, from what I could tell, would translate very well. I mean, you're falling down constantly. I don't think that would really translate very well.
It might make you sick.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I don't think, at least, now granted, maybe in the future it would work better. But I don't think games where you move around like that at all work well in VR. I mean, the only game where you move around much in without jumping around in the space, which is kind of what a lot of games do. I guess we'll see what happens in Half-Life Alyx, but is Resident Evil 7, and you're moving around super slowly and methodically in this game. And even if I misspoke, even if it's not an action game, I haven't played it. Maybe it's more of a third-person shooter. I don't know. I still feel like I don't know if that would translate well into VR.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. The only VR experience I had was doing some VR chats with my friends, and I was just doing it through my PC, and I didn't have a VR headset, and that made me kind of sick. So
how did that make you sick?
I was just moving around the camera a lot, trying to follow it. Yeah, it wasn't the game that made me sick. It was myself, because I was just moving around the camera a lot, and I was really close to the screen because I wanted the experience, and I had a different setup at the time.
I don't think that's the same thing.
Maybe it was just me getting sick.
That's weird.
Yeah. So Death Stranding, I still have no clue about anything. Even within the first little bit, there's little pieces of the story, and I'm just sitting there thinking, I didn't expect that. It's still so much of it is still unknown to me.
Well, yeah, you just started. That's probably I think that's a 40 or 50 hour game.
Probably. And I'm definitely not going to try to speed through it or anything like that, or look up anything unless I need to. But it was worth the wait. I randomly just decided to start it and play it because why not?
I still want to play that game. I have a feeling that I'm either going to love it or hate it with all my being.
Yeah, I think I'll know.
I think it's going to. It's going to click with me, or I'm going to think it's pretentious shit. It's going to be one or the other.
Okay, fair enough. I think I'll figure out if I like it or not at about.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
About the 10-hour mark.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make the Assassin's Creed Odyssey mistake again, where it's like, man, I'm almost 30 hours into this game, and I just don't think I like it.
Yeah, I wish I had liked that game more.
Me too.
I'm kind of just tired of the third-person action game. Every game Sony releases is a third-person action game, and Assassin's Creed was the same thing. I think those games are well made, but I just don't like it. I think that they're probably still much better than the old most of the old Assassin's Creed games. I think I stopped playing those after like Revelations or something like that. I played 1, 2, and Revelations, and after that, I'm like, okay, every one of these games is the same thing.
Yeah, it's like me with JRPGs. I can play 1 or 2 about every 2 years and be good. I used to try. I used to try to play multiple ones in a year, and they're just so meaty.
They're all very long,
and most of them are so grindy. I loved Ni no Kuni 2, but holy crap, is that game grindy? It is so grindy.
Yeah, I need to get back to Ni no Kuni 1. I'm at a point where I think I'm just gonna have to grind. I hate grinding.
Yeah, not to discourage you, but
that game is Neo is. I think Neo is a very, very, very probably a just special game.
Are you talking about Neo or Ni no Kuni?
Which one did I say?
You said Neo.
I'm sorry, Ni no Kuni. Although I also want to get back to Neo. Still got to hook my PS4 up. But Ni no Kuni is the game I was talking about. Sorry. I'm at a point there where I need to grind. I just need to get good at Neo. And it's just super annoying. I think the game is gorgeous. I like the story. I think the battle system is good. But I'm just at a point where this boss is just it's kicking my ass.
So 2 things. 1, not to discourage you. I don't know how the remake of Ni no Kuni number 1 is, but at least for number 2, it took me probably 10 to 15 hours of grinding to be at a level where I could actually take on the final boss, which was so annoying. It probably wasn't that long. That might be a little bit of exaggeration sprinkles on there. Just, me forgetting because it was a while ago since I played that game.
Yeah, that's insane. I would never. There's no way.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played a game where I had to grind remotely that long.
It was a lot of grinding because there was, I think it was not that crazy of a jump. The final boss was, I think, 10 or 12 levels higher than me.
Were you just under-leveled? And
yeah, I was just under-leveled. I didn't grind during the grindy like sections of the game when they were like.
Did you not fight the random enemies and stuff?
No, I did. I just didn't grind where where I was always under-leveled through the game. I didn't actually get the chance to. I didn't ever take the chance to actually grind up to be 1 or 2 levels higher than all my enemies all the time.
Is that why we happy if you beat it out for your game of the year 2018?
No, I chose that game strictly for the story. It's a damn good story. Game though.
I saw the reviews for that when it came out, and I was disappointed.
Me too. It could have been so like, oh my gosh, that
it looked like Cockney BioShock, and it was stupid BioShock.
Yeah, they could have done wonders with that story. Wonders. I mean, you're not gonna play it.
No, I will never play that
Spoilers for
game.
We Happy Few. It splits itself into 3 stories. There's 3 different stories. You play as the main character, then you play as his.
Is his name Arthur?
Yeah, you play as Arthur.
How do I know that?
I probably could have talked about it. Then you play as Sally, his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever the fuck she is. And you get to her psycho story, and then there's a 3rd story that I didn't play because after I beat Sally's story, I was just like, F it. I rolled credits on the main story. Excuse me, and I don't need to be part of this universe anymore. I've experienced it. I trudged through it, and I can't handle these damn bugs anymore. I just can't. I can't do it.
Fair enough.
Oh,
what?
Second thing. Are you gonna watch the Ni no Kuni movie that's on Netflix? It's animated. It's not live action.
Oh, thank God. I don't know. Maybe after I beat the game.
I randomly saw it on Netflix the other day because I was finishing up the last episode of Trailer Park Boys.
The animated series?
The animated series, yes. So it's phenomenal. I love that it's animated now. I was kind of when it happened, before I even watched the show, I just thought, why did it go from live action to animated? That's stupid. They're just trying to milk money. But now that this show had a really bad taste in my mouth, and there wasn't any reason for it to have a bad taste in my mouth. I just thought it was shit.
Why do you every time before you start a new show, you always have this jaded opinion?
I don't know.
For seemingly no reason.
Exactly.
You hated The Office. You hated Parks and Rec. You hated the original Trailer Park Boys. And then for some reason, you hated the animated Trailer Park Boys.
I was thinking, man, why did they go from live action to freaking animated? They're just trying to milk on the animated train.
That doesn't even make sense.
It made sense in my mind. My mind's insanity. So, yeah. But seeing how they handled going from live action to animation was perfectly done, just like Trailer Park Boys fashion. Now I just have to blend in.
You gotta watch the Outside the Park seasons.
Yeah, I was gonna say all the stuff. I did learn from the Trailer Park Boys Reddit to not worry myself with the live shows, so to speak. They're not very good. It's
what does that even mean? Live shows? It's all live except for the animated series.
No, not live as in live action. They do live shows like they're in these countries or whatever, and it's like apparently it's as if the actors are there in those cities playing those characters doing a live show, like a live stand-up sort of a thing. They said, don't worry about those. Just watch all the rest. Apparently, I was supposed to sprinkle in all these things throughout.
Just watch them. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm just going to watch them.
There's no rhyme or order. It's just a bunch of... Yeah, they'll mention stuff, you know.
I mean,
we'll call back to stuff, but it's not that big of a deal.
And I get it, because looking at the dates and stuff, they made these things to be kind of bridges or gateways.
I mean, it's like there are people out there who will get... There are people out there on the internet who will get furious at you if you watch Sword and Shield, the new anime coming up, without watching all 15,464 episodes of Pokemon that came before.
Yeah. I will say I think I'm going to join the Trailer Park Boys Reddit. It's full of hilarious memes and a lot of cool stuff. I also might buy some merch. They make some Ricky stickers, like Rickyism stickers, just nonsense stickers, and a lot of other paraphernalia is the wrong word. I guess smoke accessories if you're into that lifestyle,
like bongs and shit.
Yeah, they make bongs. It's not a crack pipe. It's like a weed pipe.
Yeah, no one thought you meant a crack pipe.
They make a bong, a little pipe to smoke weed out of, a weed grinder, and a bunch of other stuff on SwearNet.
I love that's called SwearNet.
Which is a real website.
They have a podcast too.
They do, which is awesome. Man, I love it. I like that they're keeping this going. I think I'm going to watch the Trailer Park Boys movie tonight. Anyway, where was I going?
Didn't you say they're coming out with a new season?
They are. They're coming out with season 13, which is the second season of the animated series. So
so they're not. It's not going to be live action.
No, they're sticking with animation.
Interesting. Okay.
For this, they didn't get renewed. Oh, I don't know if they. I think they're just doing that because the actor that played Leahy did pass away. You can buy his book though. I think it's called Shitisms. And
that's great.
And it's things he learned while playing Jim Leahy. But it makes it very clear that do not apply these to your life.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, I thought about buying the book. It looks like a pretty good little book.
I'm sure it's funny.
Just to have the coffee table read or something like that. So
put it in your bathroom when you're taking a dump. Maybe taking a shit.
Got him. When you're going through a shit tornado. Well, oh man, that show. So if y'all ever want TV recommendations,
highly recommend Trailer Park Boys.
Yes. I was also going to say just at Ryan Division on Twitter, just add him. He has the Swaylock seal of approval when it comes to recommending TV shows.
Oh, thank you. I'm so honored.
You're welcome. I've never given one of those out before. You're the first and only recipient of this reward, and there will not be any others.
I will carry this badge of honor with me until the day I die.
I appreciate it. Don't clean up the blood from me pinning it on your shirt either. Just leave it.
Why would there be blood if you...
I pinned it right through your shirt.
Just into my chest?
Yep.
Okay.
Where it needs to go.
Okay, so I have also been playing a couple single-player games. That's right. I finished Remedy's Control. I liked it very much. I think it is a good game. I hope that... and I think there will be a... What are you doing with your hand?
I'm trying to stretch, and I forgot we were in this new space, which isn't really a new space. It's just a different section. And I forgot there was a wall there. So I got kind of... I got scared.
Anyway, I really, really enjoyed it. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I think if they want there to be a sequel, if it was, I guess, financially successful, I'm not sure. I don't think it was super super duper, but I think that there definitely is room for a sequel. There'll be, I think it would be interesting. Definitely recommend this game if you like. I think it's almost sci-fi meets detective noir. I think it's really, really good. I think the voice acting is very, very good. I think that all the powers make sense. You feel like a BA before the end. I really, really dig the what's the word? Like the ambiance. It's kind of creepy. It's almost survival horror-esque. I like how it takes things like luck and probability and Lucky Charms. Keep talking about luck-based things. That's all I can think about right now. It takes all that stuff, the four-leaf clover, the cat. My voice just cracked. The cat with the waving paw, and it kind of scientifically explains those, kind of, but also in a super or a paranormal / magical type way, which I really, really enjoyed. Our neighbors are walking on our. Yeah, you never finished this game, did you?
It's on my list. It was a coin toss between that or Death Stranding. And I decided
Wait. Aren't you almost done with this game?
Yeah, the coin toss is between finishing Control or starting Death Stranding. I'm still going to go back and finish Control.
Well, yeah.
Just that particular day, I decided to start Death Stranding instead of finishing Control.
So you're going to wait? You're not going to wait until you beat Death Stranding to finish Control?
No, I'll probably finish it in the next couple days.
Okay.
Sometime this week.
Because you're only a few hours behind me, I think.
I probably only have 5 or 6 hours, if that, left.
Yeah.
Just sit down, do it, to it. The janitor's, man, he's just badass.
I like the janitor. He's cool. I told you, as soon as I saw that janitor, this guy's going to have a bigger role to play. He's not just the janitor.
Oh, I knew that as soon as she was introducing him and the painting and all that. And, man, this is a sweet game. They did a lot. I'm glad I had a jaded view about this game, too.
Surprise, surprise, Jordan's jaded.
I know. Jaded
Sims. Jordan.
Yep, JJ over here.
I just called you Jordan Jaden, I think.
Yep. I mean, that's okay. He's saving the world with his fancy water or whatever.
And his tweets.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? But yeah, I like that game. It's good. Check out Control if you have it.
I think that there's DLC coming later this month, maybe.
Yeah. Also, if you have a PC and you got some extra bucks to throw in, get Xbox Microsoft Game Pass. It is literally such a good investment.
I mean, it is, but mind you, Control's not on Game Pass, though.
Yeah, it is. No, it's, oh my God. No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure it's an Epic exclusive.
My gosh, it's on Epic.
Wow.
I just thought it was that good.
You just shield Game Pass for no reason.
I did, man. I love that. That is literally the best money I spend every month.
I will say that, at least for me, I had some performance issues. The game would kind of randomly pause and spin around. My character, Jesse, would just spin around randomly, and I would have some crashes. But after a couple hours, that kind of subsided and didn't continue, didn't persist.
It sounds like your PC is possessed, bud.
Maybe. Also, I guess not really speaking of performance issues, but I have had some performance issues with this game. I picked up Ori and the Will of the Wisps. That is on Game Pass.
Second one, right?
Yes, the second. The first is Ori and the Blind Forest. Highly, highly recommend. I think it's one of the best Metroidvanias probably ever made. And I think this game has the potential, if the performance issues, if they fix them, I think it has the potential to be even better. I think this game is just as pretty, if not prettier. The music is also incredible. I love the kind of old school Disney / I can't think of the name of the guy. It's got like an 80s animated vibe, almost kind of watercolor-esque. Fern Gully looking a little bit, super, super, super pretty. The platforming, again, is excellent. But this time, I know you get weapons, you have weapon upgrades, so it's more, obviously that brings out some Shovel Knight comparisons. I think that those comparisons are apt. You get a sword almost immediately. I think the combat is much, much better than the first one. I think that's the only thing that wasn't great in the first one. The combat was a little boring, just kind of button mashed. And there was actually boss. I'm just going to knock my mic again there. There were actually bosses in this one. There weren't really bosses. in the first one. I've already bought a couple. I think I'm 3 to 4 hours into the game probably. So I still got a ways to go, and I'm looking forward to it. I think the boss encounters are very, very solid so far. I know for a fact that there are going to be more upgrades to find. More there's a what you call it, money system. That sounds weird. You can buy mats. You can buy, like I said, upgrades. I think if you like Metroidvanias, I think that this is an absolutely excellent one, and I highly recommend this. And obviously, if you have Game Pass, you get it for free.
Yeah, that is pretty sweet. Maybe I'll have
free in quotes.
Yeah, free. I think I downloaded the first one to try it out. Maybe I'll play it.
I mean, if you like to stop a game, you should know right away. And if you do like Metroidvanias, I cannot imagine not liking this.
Yeah. So
it's also not super easy. It's not difficult. I wouldn't say it's too difficult, but you will die if you're not paying attention, which is, I guess, sort of different from the last one. The last one wasn't that hard.
Okay, nice. Well, it was good to see that the sequel is just as good as the first one.
Yeah, I think it's just as good, if not better.
There you go. That's awesome.
And then finally, the last thing I have to say here in this section, it wasn't really a game. It's actually kind of the opposite of the game. I actually deleted Overwatch from my PC. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've talked extensively on this show about how I adore Overwatch and yada yada yada, but it infuriates me. I almost came to the conclusion the other day at like 10 o'clock at night, after being either bored or infuriated most of the time I play it for the past, honestly, several months. I get some enjoyment out of it, and then I'll get mad. Inevitably, I'll get mad. I'm almost feel like it's almost like a drug, and I just need to decided I want to do just cut it off, get it out of my life. Maybe one day I'll be able to take a sip of that sweet, sweet Corona, but right now, I need to cut it off. I'm tired of it. The other day I just wanted to play an FPS, and I chose wrong. I chose Overwatch. People are assholes. People are awful at the game, and they're insane in all the wrong ways. So I turned it off. I got on my computer, on my laptop, and I started working on something. And right before I went to bed, I was just like, you know what? I'm deleting this game. I'm done. I'm deleting this game. And for the foreseeable future, I know for a fact I'm probably gonna have to fight. It's like I'm a freaking Overwatch-holic. I'm gonna have to fight. Oh man, I want to install. I want to get that sweet, sweet fix, But I'm not gonna play it hopefully for a while, maybe until Overwatch 2 comes out, which I don't even plan on buying. Honestly, I still follow all kinds of Overwatch outlets on YouTube. I still watch Overwatch streamers, and I don't know. Maybe it's like watching somebody. This metaphor is gonna continue. Watching somebody else enjoy a sweet, sweet Corona, but not partaking in that sweet, sweet Corona yourself.
Okay, fair enough.
Because if you down one sweet, sweet Corona, you end up, downing 15 sweet, sweet Coronas.
That's right.
And then you end up with the coronavirus. That's how that works.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
That's a different kind of coronavirus. But that's enough about our personal lives. Let's move on to some leaks and sneak peeks.
I love me. Good.
Speaking of Kojima Productions, Digital Trends has a story. Apparently, PlayStation may be at work on a new Silent Hill games. What? That was grammatically correct.
There you go. That's pretty sweet. I haven't played a lot of them myself, but I like the spookiness of them.
I've never played Silent Hill, any of them. I was a little young for them when they came out. And, I never played Resident Evil. I've spoken about that on the podcast in the past, how I regretted not playing those. And I certainly did not play the Silent Hill games as a kid.
The Silent Hill is the reason that anytime it's foggy, I'm just like, damn, it's about to get real.
It's about to get real. You're about to realize that you murdered your wife.
Or something worse,
She murdered you.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so according to this report, it seems like there's going to be 2 new Silent Hill games.
Oh, sweet.
Dude, this is... I swear we get more stories. I didn't even realize this because I definitely, look at the note. No, I forgot to read this story. I'm not even going to lie. Aesthetic Gamer, who apparently we get all our news from now on Twitter, tweeted out, "So I'm going to tweet some about Silent Hill and the supposed 2 games in the works. Let me first clarify up front, I am not 100% clear on everything. I had heard rumors about this a couple months ago, but over time, more and more solid evidence. This is the case has come forth.
There you go. Well, I wonder if these are going to be new titles or re-releases of the other games that are just remastered.
I think Digital Trends has our answer here. They say right here that there's going to be a reboot of the entire series, as well as Kojima Productions, if this rumor is true, obviously, may indeed continue as you may remember, I don't know, a little game called Silent Hills almost came out several years ago. It seems that they may pick that game up and continue it, which would be insane.
That really would.
I know people would flip their shit.
Yeah, there's a big following when it comes to Silent Hill. A lot of people enjoy them. I know one of my friends really enjoys these games, and it did kind of help spark some joy when it comes to spooky games.
Oh yeah, see, I wasn't when this game was first announced, I didn't really care because I wasn't a horror game fan. But now that I've gotten into all the Resident Evil games and I played some of Amnesia, I would definitely be down to play this now. What I do wonder is if this happened, if they would be able to get Norman Reedus and was it Guillermo del Toro?
I think so. Yeah.
Back on the project.
I don't see why not. It would definitely be. I'm more interested to see if it would be released on the PS4 or with it being right there on the doorstep. If it's going to be a PS5 thing.
I would assume that. Well, that's true. Oh, it would. I'm sure if this happened, it would probably be a ways out. I'm sure it would be a PS5 game.
As crazy as it seemed, timelines would have to align, and there'd have to be some blood sacrifice offered. But what if this was a release the same month the PS5 came out? Not opening day, but same month. Be kind of crazy.
Yes, that would be batshit crazy, Jordan. That would be batshit crazy. That would be kind of crazy. That would be batshit crazy.
Well, man, he said it with his big eyes.
If somehow Kojima had mended his ties with Konami, PlayStation had convinced Konami, which barely makes video games anymore, to revive one of their biggest franchises, and then make 2 games and announce them both on the same day as the PlayStation 5, which comes out in probably 6 months, that would be batshit crazy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be beyond batshit crazy, actually. I mean, even crazier than that, though, I guess potentially even crazier, is, actually, no, this would be crazier. According to a 4chan post, so take this with a big old handful of salt, Konami may be looking at purchasing the Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill, and Castlevania brands from Konami.
Well, if it's one thing that I will never believe from the internet, it's a 4chan.
Yeah, that's a couple rungs lower than a Reddit post.
Man, yeah, at least Reddit gets some things right sometimes. 4chan's the bottom of the barrel. It's like getting...
Besides like 8chan and 12chan.
Somebody we know not the other day, it's probably a couple years ago.
That timeline, though.
Mentioned a 32chan. And I just decided...
Is this just basically child porn? Website?
I didn't even question it. I just left the building they were in.
They were probably... Is it who I'm thinking of?
Yes.
He's probably lying.
Yeah, probably talking out of his ass.
Yeah, he's the biggest shit talker you will ever meet in your life.
Yeah. I almost want to put him in a cage and let people experiment on him. Because his mind is so far gone.
Yeah, he was probably lying. I would guarantee he's lying, actually. Wait, don't... Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm sure he's lying.
Probably.
But back to the actual subject at hand here. I'm almost kind of thinking that between these 2 leaks, something is going on between Sony and Konami.
They're going on a first date again?
Maybe something like that, yeah, where they kind of already know each other. Obviously, they had a pretty close relationship with early Castlevania games and a lot of early Metal Gear games.
But maybe they're deciding to, be friends with Benedicts again.
Friends with the Benedicts, as Ricky would say. I I do think that something might be going on. I don't know if it's going to be exclusive. Maybe somehow that they worked out some kind of a deal, and Kojima Productions could make some of these games. I think I saw somewhere where someone's like, "Oh man, there's going to be a Castlevania game that's going to be in Bloodborne style," which would be insane. I mean, Bloodborne and the Dark Souls games already have a lot of Metroidvania DNA.
Okay, so nonsense train incoming.
Good. Oh god.
One's in.
He says about 1,000 of these per episode, by the way, and they almost never get in because they don't make any sense.
One's an okay idea, and one is a stupid idea. I'm going to give you the stupid idea first. They're acquiring these titles so they can make a PlayStation All-Stars 2.
No, that's not going to happen.
Second idea, or first idea, that's the okay mediocre.
Wait, that doesn't even make any sense. Why would they have to acquire the titles to do that?
Just so they can put more characters in there.
Okay. They don't. Nintendo doesn't. Nintendo already has these characters in their game.
Oh yeah, good point.
Also, and they don't own the characters.
Good point.
Also, they're not going to get Just move on. Just move on.
A Kojima fighting game.
Why did you? These are both stupid ideas.
What? Hey, listen. A Sony IP fighting game.
Yes, that's what you just said.
No, but this one will be good. This one.
Why do you want this?
I don't know, man. I just really, really liked PlayStation All-Stars.
You and one other person.
I think it was just me, honestly. It was just me.
You're so obsessed with this game.
I really am.
It's not good. It's a bad game.
No, what needs to happen is I need to drag my PS3 out.
Just go play Super Smash Brothers. It's a much better version of that game.
I think I just need to get it out of my system. Plug in my PS3, update all the shit, put in my copy of
You're
PlayStation.
not gonna. Who are you gonna play with?
I'm just gonna play with a computer.
You're just gonna okay.
I'm gonna put computers on max settings, play one around, and get it out of my system, and just call it good.
You've been talking about this game for the past 2 or 3 years.
I think I just need.
So maybe you do.
I think I just need to play it and realize that it's bad.
It's bad. It's a bad game.
And then just throw my PS3.
They do not. I do not want them to do this. If Sony wants to put their characters in a fighting game, by all means do so. Put Sly Cooper in Smash. Put Ellie in Tekken. Put Spider-Man in
Mortal Kombat.
I mean, Spider-Man's already in fighting games, but
yeah,
sure. But give that to somebody else. But I don't want to see. I like how it was just 2 fighting games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to see that.
Fair enough. It's okay.
I don't want to see. No, I certainly don't want to see another PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
It was bad for its time, and it's bad now.
Yeah, it's just a poor imitation of a much better game.
I think I'm just gonna do it tonight. I'm just gonna get it out of my system. I was gonna watch the Trailer Park Boys stuff, but
this is more important.
This is more important. I need to get this drug. It's like this is my Overwatch.
You still thinking about it years later?
Apparently, it had a lasting effect on me.
It changes your brain chemistry.
It really did. I mean,
this is more like heroin for you.
Yes, I will agree because I've been talking about it nonstop, off and on air. So obviously, I need some help.
This next leak is more, I guess, up my alley. I don't know if you want to play these games or not, but according to a Eurogamer article and a band, actually, weird enough, it seems like a new Tony Hawk game might be in the works. According to, let me find the band. The Death Set, never heard of them. I've heard of the Ready Set, but I've never heard of the Death Set. They claim that they're going to be in a new Tony Hawk game, although they probably aren't going to be now because they just leaked it. Oh, that's nice, guys. You're not in the game anymore. Sorry.
But what about our 5 new songs we wrote for the game? Just release them on Spotify or something. You're not in the game anymore.
I hope this is real. I loved the early Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games. I know 5 was a abject disaster, but I love the originals. I would love for them to make a new one.
I played the originals, and the last one that I played that I really enjoyed was Tony Hawk Underground, I think.
I think the last one I played was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Oh, sweet. That kind of trickled me into playing the skate games here and there. I enjoyed those.
I know people are all the time talking about on EA's all of EA sponsor stuff. Skate 3, Skate 4, or Skate 3?
Yeah, they want Skate 4.
Okay.
Skate 3 was so cool that I went out and bought a copy just to play with my friend. And just so we could play online and skate and hang out and stuff. And it's super fun. I'd be down with this. It would be one of those games that I'd play and just have, and hopefully there's a banging multiplayer and you and your friend can start a gang. I mean a crew.
I don't even want that. I just want a super solid
Single player mode.
Single player arcadey skateboard game. I don't want some weirdly complex skateboard game. I want to be able to do a 1500, and it not be that hard. I want it to be just fun.
Okay.
I don't need the quote unquote clickbait headline, the Dark Souls of skateboard games. I want Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6, and I want it to feel like that.
Okay, fair enough. I can jump on that train too.
Apparently a pro skateboarder by the name of Lizzie Armanto also revealed that she was involved in a new game. Although it doesn't say here that it was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
It's good to know that people are still pro skating. The only thing I want to do is, if this game comes to Earth, comes to life, I want to be able to skate against Bam Margera in a rival match or something, like a showdown.
Are you his rival?
Yep. Yeah. Like Bam Margera.
You're on your longboard.
Yeah. Yeah. I really did enjoy these games. I like being able to customize your character. The soundtrack is fire.
The soundtrack in all these games are always banging.
If you're into that sort of music, it definitely got me into some of the bands that
for sure
I can't name that I'm into today, but if the songs come on, I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, this definitely got me into the door with kind of pop punk and metal and all that. This is kind of my gateway to my gateway, if that makes sense.
Yes, this is awesome. I'm really excited for this. Don't know anything else about it, but, it's here.
The next story here from IGN is actually, I kind of thought was already announced, but I guess it was just so heavily rumored. Horizon Zero Dawn has been confirmed to come to PC.
Yeah, I was in the same boat as you. I would have bet coins that it was already confirmed, but good to know that it's got the thumbs up now. It's going to be moving down the pipes.
Yeah, new head of PlayStation Worldwide Studio, what is his name? Herman Holst has said, quote, "Yes, I can confirm that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC this summer. There will be more information coming from Guerrilla, from the new studio directors, Michael Van der Leeuw, JB Van Beek, and Angie Smeets pretty soon." He also does go in to clarify that this will not happen with every game. They're not going to pull an Xbox and put all their first-party games on PC, but this is a good start. Once again, I thought this was already announced.
Same.
Yeah, obviously, I've talked about in the past how I'm not the biggest fan of this game, but I will say I bet it is going to be gorgeous on PC.
That is probably really true. I really enjoyed it playing it on PS4. I cannot wait till the second one, and I hope that this has a really good PC release.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll sell millions on PC.
Yeah, it's a really enjoyable game. I like it. I like everything about it. I don't need to go down that train again.
Another thing that I'm going to probably enjoy is watching my favorite streamers play it, because a lot of them only play PC, and they've been talking about if this game does come to it, that they're going to play it, so I'll enjoy that.
That's going to be fun. I have thought about every once in a while going back and doing some of the side quests and seeing some of that, and I was like, nah, I played the main story.
Did you ever finish, the Frozen Wilds?
I didn't. That's what I want to go back and play.
Do it.
I mean, I need the copy of the game.
Gotta be like, oh, you don't have it?
Jake has it.
Okay, that's right. I don't think he's beaten it yet.
No, I don't think he has either. Also, I haven't been paying attention to him on PlayStation, so I don't know what he's been up to. Who knows? But speaking of PlayStation's competition,
we're not speaking of PlayStation's competition, but good try.
I know. Yeah, hopefully one day somebody will pick up on my segues. So, Austin Evans released a video. He got to have a real-life, hands-on experience with the Xbox Series X.
Yeah, I watched this.
I did too. Well, correction, I listened to it.
I've got a bunch of jargon that honestly I don't really want to go just down and listen and repeat. So if you enjoy a bunch of spec talk and stuff, I'm sure by now other outlets probably have this, so you can go look up Just look up Austin Evans Xbox Series X video, I guess, or whatever, and it'll bring up the YouTube video. It's pretty interesting. I don't know if other people have gotten a chance to look at this or not. I think maybe Digital Foundry also got to look at it, but I watched the Austin Evans video. I like what he does. Go check that out. I will say one thing that I think I knew, or I heavily suspected, is it is revealed in the video that this generation is going to be called just Xbox, and this version of the console is going to be called the Series X.
Okay, that might make a little bit easier when you go to the store and say, hey, I want an Xbox. Well, do you want the Q, the X, the E, whatever?
Well, how'd that make it easier?
Maybe. I guess you could just say, I want the new Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they're probably going to ask, do you want the X or do you want the
whatever
Y or you want the Z?
Yeah, whatever they're going to call them and stuff.
Go check that video out if you are interested. The next story is not much else on this. Just want to let you know, if you are interested, Nintendo is holding a Indie World event tomorrow where they're going to talk about some indies showing up at the on their console. We will, of course, be talking about this next week. We don't know what they're going to be announcing, but we will let you know when we find out.
This next one's all up your alley, boy.
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell them the time. The time is going to be, when you're watching this, it will be when you're listening. It comes out the same day. I guess if you wake up early, it's going to be, well, I guess you don't have to wake up early. It's 10 a.m. Pacific time, which I believe is 8 a.m. No, I'm sorry, 12 a.m. 12 p.m. 12 a.m. is the middle of the night. 12 p.m. Central Time. So convert that to your local equivalent and check it out if you are interested.
Yeah, so this next one's all up your alley, boy. Demon Slayer number 11, boy.
I once tried to sing the song. I don't speak Japanese, though.
No, you're not that level yet.
I love Demon Slayer so much. I think it is the best new anime since probably My Hero Academia. Go check that out if you are interested in a new anime.
You finished Fire Force? You dropped that?
No, I finished it. I think it's great. I like Fire Force a lot. Yeah, so Demon Slayer is getting not one but two new games according to website Gamatsu. It's going to get a mobile game, titled, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Kipu Kingeki Royale. It's going to be a free-to-play, quote, asymmetrical battle-style survival action game. And it's going to be developed by Soily for iOS and Android. There has not been a release date announced. Kind of sucks because this might be interesting if it was on console and PC.
Yeah, but they're going to make that sweet, sweet, good money.
Oh, yeah, they're going to make that sweet gotcha money.
Oh, yeah.
I think it might be interesting to play a game where you can play either the demons or the Demon Slayers, but even if this comes here, I'm not playing an asymmetrical mobile game. No, I'm not going to do it. Although I'm sure many people will. Of course, it has this IP attached to it. The other game is going to be titled Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. I'm assuming that's the full title of the show. Hinokami Keputan, and this is a demon slaying battle action game. This is going to be a PlayStation 4 game due out next year in Japan. Honestly, the only reason I'm even mentioning this is because I love this show so much, and I kind of wanted a reason to shout it out. Go watch Demon Slayer. Of course, this is getting a game. All these popular shonen games or shonen manga and anime get video games, and unfortunately, they usually are not great.
Looking at you, Attack on bullshit.
Yeah, all those Attack on Titan games always look terrible.
God.
Terrible to me.
Man, they look like shit. Terrible. But maybe this will be a good one. Maybe it'll be a good one. I know a couple of the Sword Art ones aren't terrible. I think one of the One Piece ones is okay.
Most of the One Piece ones are just kind of okay. At least the ones I've played.
That's really it, though. I'm really glad I didn't buy the Seven Deadly Sins PS4 game because I heard that wasn't good either.
You have been playing that mobile game, though, I noticed.
I do enjoy that a lot. It's really fun. It's really just a hero collector because it takes you all the way through the anime. And I think I'm just playing it to refresh my memory over and over of the story because there are cutscenes that are literally just from the anime. It's just plays sections of the anime, which is really cool.
Is that cool?
I like it. But, I'm just waiting for the next season. And now that it's owned by Netflix, who knows when that's going to come out.
I still haven't watched the second season.
It's good.
I'm sure.
But it's still one of those things where you're just sitting there thinking, damn, Netflix, why do you have to own this? If this was done by a, quote, normal anime company, it'd probably already be out by now. Hopefully.
I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know the inner workings of anime studios. All right. Next up, we got some news that I know for a fact Jordan is not interested in. Coming from The Verge. 2K is making NFL games again. And the first one's going to be out next year. What? That's right. It's been a good minute since your eyes have completely glazed over.
Yeah, I'm not listening. All I know about this is NBA Street.
Okay.
That's it.
And there was an NFL Street too, and a FIFA Street, which I actually really like.
Did I say NBA Street?
You did?
I meant to say the Football Street.
That's the full title of the game. The football. NFL. The Football Street.
That's right. It's just Grand Theft Auto characters playing
Wait,
football.
You played NFL Street?
Mm-hmm.
I think anybody played that game.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason they only made one.
And then I played the FIFA for PSP. But other than that, that's
a weird history.
About it.
Okay, so if you don't, Jordan clearly doesn't know. So EA has had I don't say monopoly. They've had a deal with the NFL, which is the big professional football league, the National Football League. Only they could make the games with the NFL license. Now, 2K, who used to make games with the NFL license, is once again getting the license. But there is a catch. They cannot be simulation football games. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means because that's kind of, what else do you want to do except simulate the game?
Okay, so what they're saying is they cannot simulate a football game in the video game, right? That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
So is it just going to be...
My guess is it must have some sort of fantasy element or something.
Kind of like how when you, what's the word? Take like those race car games that you are on a pit crew, but you actually don't see the race cars. You just do all the pit crew stuff.
No, well, that is simulation. But no, all the NFL games, all the Madden games, all the FIFA, those are all simulation games.
I knew that. I'm just trying to figure out, what if it's in the real life of the professional football players game, like a Sims, but with professional football players.
Do you understand what you just said?
Yeah.
A Sims.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it wouldn't.
Sims stands for.
Hold on, they're saying. I thought they were just saying it couldn't simulate a football game, like a battle between two teams in which there is a football game. Not. I'm trying to figure out exactly what they're saying in this contract.
Well, it's obviously going to have football in it. You're obviously going to be playing football in it. That's obvious. Otherwise, why would they ever make this? But the gameplay can't be... There's going to have to be some sort of twist on the game.
Okay, but they can't be like, hey, I'm going to throw it from this guy to this guy.
Yeah, it can't be what Madden is.
Okay. Well... How the hell are they going to do that? This is actually kind of curious to me now.
Yeah, I know. That's what kind of... Because I used to play these games as a kid, but I just got kind of bored of them because they're all the same thing.
Yeah? What if you're... No, that'd still be playing.
Well, I think you can still play the game, but you just can't... It's just not going to be... Otherwise, why would you ever buy an NFL game?
Okay, good point. Maybe you'll play as a manager of a team.
Those are still sim games.
Well, you wouldn't.
I think EA makes those games. Those are games. Although I don't know if there's an NFL manager game, but there are manager games. I think EA makes some of them. Maybe
they really got them by the balls when they use the word simulation.
Yeah, I don't. I'm looking through this article and I don't see The only thing where I see it mentioned simulation is in the subheader. It says they will be non-simulation football games.
Whatever that means, man. I'm not a sports guy. Not a sports fan.
No.
I know. Surprise, surprise, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like sports.
When you told me you thought Michael Vick was white, I was.
You knew I was gone. I was a lost cause.
When I was a kid, I thought Neil Armstrong was black.
Thanks for.
I don't know why.
Oh, you're serious?
Yeah.
I thought you were just saying that to make me feel better.
No. But I was 5.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was, in my 20s. I just thought, why would this white man ever punch his dogs? I didn't understand.
Why would anybody punch their dogs?
Good point.
Because they're a stupid, doo-doo headed shit face.
There you. Wow, really?
Bite it around at the end.
Really spicing it up at the end.
I'm interested in this. I used to be massively into the. What are you whispering over there?
I think this is making my brain melt. Non-simulation.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be maybe some kind of like a strategy game or something almost, which could be super cool.
A real-time strategy football game.
I mean, I'm actually interested. I was probably 5-10 years ago. I was not probably more than 5 years ago, but I was super into the NFL. I was a massive Green Bay Packers fan. Brett Favre was my favorite player. I could probably name almost every player on the team. I could certainly name every starting player on the team. And I just love it. I think football is a great game. And I'm interested what someone is going to do now that they not just want to branch out, but have to branch out beyond what Madden is doing. Hopefully it won't just be another blitz where you just punch people in the throat and then play football.
All I do is look at their mascots and decide which one is more powerful, and that's the team that's going to win.
Well, Green Bay doesn't have a mascot, so...
They would lose.
Oh.
They'd lose.
Well, that sucks. I guess Green Bay's going to lose.
Yep. You got a Jaguar going up against a Falcon or whatever, and, Falcon got air advantage.
Smacked in the mouth by a 300-pound panther.
I mean, once the panther got its throat around it, it would die.
Okay, I think that's enough talking about animal behavior here. As I try to click away from this article, no, I just closed the other one.
Well, that's okay. I got you. Got your back. Just like Favre had his boys back in the war they were fighting when they won those Super Bowls.
He did win a Super Bowl.
Just one?
Yeah, he went to 2. He only won 1, though.
The way people talk, they make that man seem like he is the literal second coming of Christ.
Well, he played for 20 years. He was playing in the NFL when he was 40. He set a bunch of records. He went to like 2 or 3 NFC championships when he was 40.
Only word to know about football. He get a Heisman?
That's college, and no, he did not win the Heisman.
Okay, well, that's the extent of that.
He wasn't really prolific until he got to the NFL.
Okay, well, that's okay. Steam has broken some records thanks to the coronavirus keeping gamers where they are most happiest, in their layers. Holy crap. Steam crossed 20 million concurrent users. Holy crap, gamers are us. I mean, what else are you going to do during this quarantine?
Yeah, according to this Eurogamer post, I didn't even know this. Steam had broken the record back in February. They hit 18.8 million users, and then they actually broke that recently, and they hit 20 million users. I couldn't tell you what I would think a lot of users are. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I don't either.
But 20 million seems like a lot.
That does seem like a lot. I really wish Steam would release something that says, hey, they're playing these games. Like the top 10 million players or 1 million players are playing this game.
What do you mean the top?
Well, not top, as in like a list, just in...
You can find Steam user like player accounts. It's really easy.
I guess I never just dove into it and thought about it.
You don't have to dive. I mean, you could literally type in Steam charts, and it'll bring up a list of the top 10 or 20 games or whatever that people are playing right now.
That's cool.
It's like it'll usually be Counter-Strike, Rainbow Six Siege, Dota 2.
I'm about to check that out.
Definitely not Artifact.
So, okay. Man.
Yeah, and then also, actually, to interrupt you there, it seems like the Xbox and PlayStation have both been getting really, really. There have been a lot of people playing on PlayStation and Xbox as well. Actually, apparently, the Xbox and PlayStation Network went down.
Really? Just stopped working.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if you remember, but years ago, PlayStation Network went out for like months.
Oh, I remember. It was a dark time.
I barely had any internet at that time, so it didn't affect me.
At the time, obviously I was playing PC and
You're trying to play PlayStation All Stars. Don't lie.
I mean, yeah, but I can't remember if that was during the dark ages or not. But I legit thought that the world was ending because.
Why did you think the world was ending?
Not for me personally. My brother. I have a younger brother, and he's a big PlayStation head.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
And oh my god,
is this the guy I hear screaming?
So just imagine that's how he is when he's playing games. Just imagine what it's like when he can't play those games. All that stuff's just pent up and it can't get out anywhere. And it was a dark time. I spent a lot of times outside the house because it was just a lot of yelling because he was just really frustrated at the fact that PlayStation Network was down. I pay money for this. It should be up. What do you think?
But they didn't charge for online services back then.
I don't know. He was just spouting nonsense.
I'm surprised you say he's a PlayStation head. Guys, from what you've told me, he plays a lot of Fortnite and like NBA 2K. Is that right?
He loves his PS4. He doesn't have a Pro. I think he's gonna get.
Wow.
I know.
I definitely have a Pro, and I'm not using my launch model that I got 5, 6, 7, almost 7 years ago.
Yeah, I don't think he has a.
Holy crap! That console is 7 years old.
Yeah, I think he's saving up some money now to pay in full for a PS5, however much that's gonna be.
I thought you were gonna say buy a PlayStation Pro. You want to tell him?
Hey, bud, don't buy this. I mean, the only reason I got it was because Spider-Man.
That's true. You have the Pro.
Yeah, I mean the Spider-Man PS4 looked.
It does look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Man, I love that thing. I think I'm just gonna put it on a shelf or a box.
Cut a hole in your wall and just.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just cut a hole, put it in there, put some glass over it so nothing messes it up. Just dig into this sweet, high quality drywall we got.
Okay, that's it. Let's talk about some new games here.
New games.
Wow, it's
something.
Overpass is out now for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Animal Crossing's coming out for your Switcheroonies on March 20th.
Oh man, I'm so excited. Doom Eternal is coming out the same day, March 20th, for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. I am super, super excited for both of those games.
What you got to do is you got to have your PTSD trips from Doom Eternal and then mellow out with some Animal Crossing later.
Doom Eternal is not PTSD inducing. You give those demons PTSD. You do not get PTSD if you play Doom right.
There you go.
You make those demons' sons and daughters and wives and parents cry and cry more.
That's right. For all you parents that have Switches that want to be drug dealers, you can do that now through Narcos.
Narcos?
Yep, narcolepsy. Narcos, Rise of the Cartels is out now for your Nintendo Switch.
Although I have heard this game is not great. Half-Life Alyx, the long-awaited not Half-Life 3 sequel, is coming out on March the 23rd on Steam. Remember, that is a VR-only title.
Man, every day I look at my bank account and I look at this game and I think...
You don't have a VR unit though, right?
Nope, no. That's why I look at my bank account and I look at this game and think...
This game actually costs $450.
Yeah. Is it worth it? And I have not bought one yet. Doom 64 is going to be available on March 20th on PC.
The long-awaited sequel to Doom 63. Resident Evil 3 is getting a demo March the 19th, which is still weird to me, for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, which is it's on Steam.
Yep. There you go. Moving on to the meat
Also,
and potatoes.
super excited for that game.
Yes.
Man, although I am terrified of Nemesis.
Yeah, that little fucker's...
He is not little. I don't know what you're talking about. He is a big son bitch.
I say little so that I don't piss myself with fear.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because...
It's like when you call the big dude little.
Yeah.
And or tiny.
Yeah. No, that man scares me. When he first came out, when I played the original, I about lost my damn mind.
Man, you must have been super young when you played that.
I definitely was not supposed to be playing the game. Moving on to the
big boy news.
Extended
news. I almost started calling it extended news. Sounds kind of sexual.
Yeah, I was going to say, it kind of sounds dirty. Let's
so
keep calling
extended.
it that. Extended news.
News senpai.
E3. So, with the likes of Gamescom postponed and many dropping out of packs, many were left to wonder about this year's E3. Well, now we know officially that the show will, in fact, not happen this year.
Wah, wah, wah.
Sucks. This past Wednesday, the official E3 Twitter posted a message which read, "After careful consideration and consultation."
That
does not say any of those words.
It says some of them. It says the first two.
Quote, "After careful consultation with our member companies regarding the health and safety of everyone in our industry, our fans, and our employees, our exhibitors, and our longtime E3 partners, we have made the difficult decision to cancel E3 2020 scheduled for June 9th through June 11th in Los Angeles." End quote. Full statement here. www.e3expo.com. Well, good thing I didn't buy tickets, because before all this nonsense was happening and I lived in another part of the world, I was really hoping and thinking that I was going to go to this for my birthday week.
That's not the full news story.
Oh, there's more. While this is a big letdown to many, E3, among other companies, has also announced some sort of online presence. Many game makers such as Nintendo, EA, and Ubisoft have stated that they have upcoming announcements in regards to their E3 plans.
Yeah, so some of these companies, including E3, have talked about basically having E3 online. We will obviously keep you up to date with that. Now let's proceed with the discussion about E3's cancellation. Like all this movement I got going on here?
I like the movement. You know, that's your workout for the week. I tried some Fanta Jello earlier, and that got me...
Fanta Jello, I can't imagine the caloric intake on that.
I definitely have diabetes now.
That pushed you over the edge?
It really did. It was, wow. It was delicious, but at what cost?
Diabetes.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't worth it. So check it out if you at your local supermarket. Try it out.
What is this weird... what is this, a promo? Definitely not a sponsor.
Definitely not a sponsor. I wish. That'd be awesome. Man, this sucks. I mean, I understand. It seems today was the day that everybody on YouTube, you know, I say that loosely, released a video. This is our update. This is what we're doing. We're still going to release videos. Some people are going to release videos. Some people aren't going to release videos, but that's not here or there.
I think that all the big publishers that were planning on being at E3, they will still have some sort of online presentation or live video.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll at least get something. Hey, this is what we got lined up. This is what's going to happen here and here. Obviously, nothing's going to change about our show unless I go to the doctor and for some reason have the coronavirus. Then maybe I'll have to do the podcast from a quarantine. But hopefully, it's just an ear stabbing gone wrong.
Here's the thing. Here's my two cents on this. E3 is over.
Oh yeah, there's no way for once all the developers and all these companies realize we saved a lot of money, gave our fans the exact same information we were going to give them, and saved a bunch of money again. E3 2021 doesn't seem like there's going to be much of a floor presence.
They say E3 has also said they've talked about how they are planning on having an E3 next year, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I definitely don't think it's going to be as big as E3s of past. They were already having trouble getting the likes of PlayStation, Microsoft, it basically was E3, but it was a little different. EA was also they held those in a separate location. They lost their partner in 8-bit something. I can't remember their name.
Yeah.
They were already having the last year they were accidentally released the names, locations of a bunch of journalists that were there. They doxed a bunch of them. I think this might be the end of E3 as we know it. Like Jordan said, these companies, they're going to release videos online. They're going to hold live streams, and they are going Twitch and YouTube, or especially Twitch for live streams. It's massive. They are going to save. And I listen to a lot of video game podcasts. I don't listen to that many, but I listen and I read. I read a lot about them too. And as far as these people, they spend so much money on an E3 show presence, on a floor presence. It takes I want to say it takes millions of dollars for these game developers to get on the E3 floor to hold a press conference. Obviously, they want to do that, but I think this is going to show them what some of them probably have already had suspicions of, that they don't really need this anymore. This is obviously going to cost the ESA, who owns E3, who puts on E3, a bunch of money. I was going to say this is going to cost some gaming outlets money, but a lot of them are still going to have all kinds of analysis and stuff, but they're just not going to have it at the show.
Yeah, they're just not going to have to travel to get it.
Yeah, which is going to save them money, probably.
Yeah, they'll just digest it through their screens and stuff. I mean, even when you break it down to the fact of not even just renting out the space, paying all the stuff, travel, paying all the people to set up all your bullshit, get all your lights, etc. It's definitely, like Ryan said, in the millions, and it's going to save them so much money. I mean, just look at what Sony's been doing with their State of Plays. Those have been pretty great.
They've been okay. They have potential.
Yeah, and then Nintendo's been doing pretty swell with their live announcements. They've been doing the indie plays as well as their random releases of, like, they did great on their Pokemon one. I thought that was really well done. They could work on their Smash character introductions a little.
Well, the character introductions themselves are fine. The characters themselves,
I was,
Byleth in particular, was not great.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that if the next character is Fire Emblem, I don't know what will happen.
I was gonna say I did not play the games with Terry, the character before that, in them, but I didn't mind him because he's a unique character didn't have a representation in Smash already.
All in all these companies hopefully will do really well on their online live streaming and representation of E3.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think they will. I think that by far the biggest, really the one and only true loser in this is E3.
Yeah.
I think that they are shatting themselves right now. I can't remember. I think it might have been Chris Raygun tweeted out, like, you know, if they lose, if they have to cancel E3, maybe he said it on one of his YouTube videos or something, that if they have to cancel this for coronavirus, that they're done.
Oh yeah,
and I think he might be right.
I mean, people are not going to come back for E3 2021.
No, I don't think
it'll be all digital. I pretty much guarantee it.
It's going to be. I wouldn't be. See, I don't even think there's going to be an E3, because why would there be an E3?
That's a good point. If all these companies,
they're just going to release their. I think that they might still want to release all their big announcements in 1 week in June, because that generates a ton of hype, that generates a ton of press. You get outlets like, you know, the New York Times or for USA Today talking about video games and not just Fortnite in that week.
Yeah.
But I think they might still do that. As far as it being a company owned by the ESA called E3 being held on a show floor in Los Angeles, I think that might be almost completely dead.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, which it's bittersweet. It really is.
I mean, I think this is like, yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with you. I've always wanted to go to E3, never got to go. But I think that this might be like 70 to 80% of the ESA's income. So they are up a creek without a paddle.
Yeah, I'm gonna see where I'm interested to see where they're gonna be at the end of this journey, wherever it's gonna take them.
Yeah, and this may be the end of their journey as a whole.
Yeah, it might be, which is good luck.
They've made a lot of mistakes in the last year or two. I wish the best to the employees, obviously. Hopefully they land on their feet if this is indeed the end.
That's right. Moving on, some more news about some developers that Ryan holds dear to my heart and that I'm learning to love.
Ryan holds dear to my heart.
News
you
out.
Still haven't played The Witcher, have you bastard?
No, I own all 3 games. I just haven't done it. I don't have a legitimate excuse. CD Projekt Red. News out of Poland's biggest developer has been fairly sparse as of late, with the team hard at work on their latest game, Cyberpunk 2077. Now, according to a video from IGN, the next game looks to be set in the world of The Witcher. CD Projekt Red said the new game wouldn't begin proper development until after the release of Cyberpunk. After that, teams will be assigned to Cyberpunk and its multiplayer plus the new Witcher game. Unfortunately, the game will not include Geralt, as they see his story as complete. CD Projekt Red has spoken in the past about alternating games between The Witcher and Cyberpunk, so this makes sense.
You got any thoughts? Any thoughts?
I'm still a little ashamed that I haven't played any of the Witchers because I own all of them, and I should play them. I just haven't given them the time of day, and like I said at the start of this segment, I don't have an excuse other than I just haven't done it. I pre-ordered Cyberpunk when the literal first day I could. I am hyped for that game. I've thought about buying merch for it and etc. I love all the things I've seen about it so far. And I definitely understand why people love CD Projekt Red. I'm on their train. I'm in the bus. I'm on the plane. I'm wearing their jersey.
Even though you've never played a game from them?
Yeah, I like them as a company. I like what they do. The name is cool. I like the little logo they got as their company logo.
Little cardinal?
Yeah, I dig that. It's a cool name. I like how they spell it. So yes, this company has made a lasting impression on me, even though I've only played probably an hour of The Witcher 3.
You gotta give it more than an hour.
I know. Isn't that saying something about the company?
Yeah, it is.
It's a badass company. I mean, they do a lot of sweet stuff, and they work really, really hard on their games. And I can respect that.
I love The Witcher 3. It's probably one of my favorite RPGs ever. It only took me like 3, 4, 5 tries, and with me playing it and starting it over for it to click with me. I finally got it. I love Geralt. I love Ciri. I am sad that Geralt. I wouldn't be surprised if he was. They say that his story is complete, but how surprising would it really be if you saw him in a future game? You know?
Yeah, I'm over here saying yes and shaking my head like I know what he's talking about. But in all honesty,
you know that he's a popular character.
Yes, I know he's a popular character. I know that other person.
Geralt and Smash.
What?
Geralt and Smash.
Another sword boy? Sure, why not?
If it's Geralt, I don't care.
Good point.
You could use. He's got all of his Igni signs and his shield and his. Yes, I would play the hell out of Geralt or Ciri, both. There you go. They could be Echo Fighters.
Okay, yeah, that'd work. That'd be cool.
I would love that. I would love that so much. Yes, so I'm sad that Geralt is not in this new game. Basically, what they're saying is it's not The Witcher 4. It is a new game set in the universe of The Witcher, but it does not involve Geralt.
Yeah, which is understandable. He's gotten 3 games. I think he's in all 3 of them, right?
Yeah, he is. And I think he's also in, although I don't think he's the main character in the Witcher the Thronebreaker game.
Thronebreaker.
Really want to play that game. He's not the main character in that, I don't believe.
Yeah, I saw a thing the other day that I guess it's confirmed, or not confirmed. We knew it was coming out. I saw it in the Play Store. Gwent for Android.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's cool. Not really my thing, but I definitely...
Did you ever play Gwent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I played it back when you were pretty into it, and I was like, okay, cool. This could be something we do together. I never got into it. So as a Witcher head...
I wouldn't come off of a Witcher head, but...
Start with the first one, work my way forward, or start with the third one, work my way back?
I think the third one is completely playable by itself. I think if you want to get all the little hidden Easter eggs and secrets and everything, that it's probably best to play them in order. But that being said, I think you can play the third one without playing the other two.
Okay. Fair enough. I got it on PS4, I think. Maybe.
Which one?
The third one?
Yeah, okay.
I got the third one on PS4.
I kind of want to get it on PC just because I know how good it'll look, but I already own it.
I think I got the third one on PS4. I'm thinking about this hard now. I got 1 and 2 on GOG on PC, and I got the third one on a stupid crazy sale on PS4.
Yeah, I talked you out of buying Watch Dogs
2
instead of buying, and I got you to buy The Witcher instead of Watch Dogs. Want
2.
that to sink in. No, you were gonna buy 1 and 2.
That's right, I was, and now Watch Dogs.
You were like, Ryan, Jake, our friend Jake was also in on this conversation. Why don't they look like? He told us they look like Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I have heard I think I told him, do not play Watch Dogs. I could understand if you want to play Watch Dogs 2 because I have heard that's a much better game, and also they're nothing like Tomb Raider.
Yeah, I saw somewhere it was either Epic or Game Pass, one of those two. That Watch Dogs is coming to it.
Oh, cool.
Not the second one, the first one.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I can't wait for the new Watch Dogs whenever that's coming out.
Oh, Legion, I don't really care about that, but I'm sure other people will buy it.
I think it's an interesting concept, but
I don't know if it'll work.
Exactly. I think it also might be a clickbait thing.
Like, I don't know if... Because I think the thing is, every NPC is supposed to be like their own unique...
Every NPC is its own full-fledged playable character.
That seems ridiculous. It seems almost No Man's Sky's level of ridiculous.
Yeah.
And this, look back and see how that turned out.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So, hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah, and I'm sure this new Witcher game will be good.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red does really good with their projects. Again, this is coming from someone that's played an hour of The Witcher 3, but still holds the company in high regards because they work damn hard.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you are definitely right. That's the end of the news. I'm going to move on to a brand new segment that is, I have titled Corona Corner. That's right. Sit back, crack open a cold one, sit next to your pal Ben Diesel as we basically tell you things in the video game world that have been affected by the coronavirus. First up, The Witcher Season 2 has unfortunately been, the filming of it has been postponed. Sorry you don't get to look at Henry Cavill and with long silver hair. It got put, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For a little longer. I guess you can always just look him up online. I watched the first season, whatever.
There you go.
So,
who's the guy that he's in the Book of Eli? Black man, not Samuel Jackson.
Denzel Washington?
No, not Denzel, not Samuel. Eli.
The Book of Eli?
Yeah, that guy.
Denzel Washington.
He's that guy?
You don't know who Denzel Washington is.
Who did I think played in that movie then?
Not Henry Cavill.
No.
He was probably like 15 when that movie came out.
No, I'm trying to think of... It doesn't matter. I saw that a black actor on Twitter has the corona.
Oh, you're talking about Idris Elba.
Yes! That's his name! I don't know how I connected those two.
You just... I don't either.
Wow, Denzel plays in... For this many years, I thought that...
That movie's over 10 years old, probably.
I know. That's why I'm always so... That makes sense. Idris Elba was not in that movie. That makes sense.
No, he definitely was not. I think Idris Elba was a great actor.
Yeah.
But no, he was not. He was not in that movie.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I thought that. I'm sorry, man.
What made you think of this?
Henry Cavill. I was thinking Henry Cavill's handsome.
Corner.
Yeah, Henry Cavill's handsome. I was like, oh man, I saw a handsome guy on Twitter. He has a coronavirus.
I saw that on Reddit, actually.
Oh,
that's right.
You're a Redditor.
Oh yeah, baby. I'm a high intelligence, obviously.
There you go.
I've seen. I don't want to brag, but I have seen several episodes of Rick and Morty.
You don't understand. It's such a good show because he turns himself into a pickle.
I love all those memes. I love all the new memes about people. I can't remember. Oh my gosh. It was like somebody had a fake quote from Einstein or something talking about, you don't understand, Mom. He turned himself into a pickle.
Because he could. Man, I want season 4, part 2 to come out already.
I have not seen any of the new season.
It gets crazy.
It took me like 2 or 3 years to watch the second season.
It gets crazier.
Because I cannot stand the fandom. I think the fandom is only surpassed by Deadpool and Nightmare Before Christmas fans. Usually because those are just the same. That cross section is just a circle.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's true. It's, man, there's some stupid fucks out there.
And last up, I'm sure there are other Corona censored things, but the last thing on our Corona Corner, go ahead and finish that sweet Corona, is all EA Live events have officially been canceled for the foreseeable future. All Apex tournaments, obviously, if there would have been an E3 press conference, which there's not going to be, that would have been canceled. So this virus has been affecting every corner of the world. It's crazy because it didn't seem like it was this bad when we, literally last week. Yeah. E3 was still happening, but it had just postponed Gamescom, and that had kind of seemed like that was possible. And they're saying it's still going to happen, but kind of doubt it. And now it seems like maybe even the Olympics might be canceled. I do not remember something like this happening in my lifetime.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Stay safe out there.
The only thing that I can almost kind of, and I was super young when this happened, but 9/11, I know panic was kind of similar. Airports were obviously, the security was super pumped up. Everyone was on their toes. Everyone was, being more careful than usual.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So stay safe out there. Make sure to follow all the rules.
Just don't go out if you don't need to. Wash your hands. There's no need to wear any kind of mask that literally only protects other people. If you already have, just look it up. It's super easy to find out this information. You don't need to wear a mask unless you already have it, because the mask does not protect you from actually getting it.
Yep. Just be responsible.
Wash your hands. Just wash your hands.
Be hygienic. Make sure you get your news from a reliable source, and stay off Facebook.
Well, that's always a good advice, just generally in life.
Somebody was talking to me today, and they started their sentence with, "I saw on Facebook," and I just immediately stopped listening.
Yeah.
I was just like, I knew it was going to be something. Excuse me. Stupid. But
just read past the headline. That's one of people's biggest problems, is they read the headline and they just don't even, because there's so much clickbait and crap out there that even if it says the right information in the actual piece, if you read that, coronavirus kills. Oh man, I'm just gonna assume it kills billions, and then it might say 1. You never know. Obviously, it's been more damaging than that. That's a little bit of a exaggeration on my part, but you get what I'm trying to say. Be careful.
Be careful. Wash your hands. Brush your teeth. Don't forget to floss. You can follow the
I never floss. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. I'm just saying, I've never had a cavity. That's right.
That's impressive.
That's my biggest accomplishment.
But you do have gum disease.
I do. I have severe gingivitis.
There you go. That's that's why you floss. You want to follow the podcast? You can. Want Me Podcast on Twitter. You want to reach out to me on the show? It's at Aswaylock. Don't worry about spelling that. It's going to be in the doobly-doo. You can follow Ryan on Twitter at Ryan Divisions. You can email the show, wantomepodcast@gmail.com. You can also reach out to us on Instagram. Follow us on the IG.
I wanted to say that I've been I say been. It's not like the last day or two. I've been trying to post more on our Instagram, not just when we upload a new episode, but even like a little bit of news. I posted some games that will come out this week and I posted the HBO news. So if you want to get quick little tidbits of news and you don't want to listen to the full podcast sometimes, follow our Instagram and we will try to post some news on there as well. Did I say follow the podcast?
Yeah.
Follow the Instagram on the podcast and on Twitter because that news also gets put to Twitter usually.
Yeah. So at Want It Me Gaming on Instagram. Again, all these links and everything are going to be in the description, so you can just click on them or search them so you can find them real quick. Thank you so much to the Heatley Brothers for our intro and outro music, and Alicia for our artwork. We definitely appreciate that from y'all. You can listen to the show on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, finally back on Pandora. Thank you, Pandora support, by the way. We appreciate it. And anywhere else you listen to podcast, we're hopefully there. If we're not there, reach out to us on a social media platform of your choice, and we'll do our darndest to get there.
I mean, we probably won't because we won't see you because we're not there.
Yeah, good point. Good point. But yeah, thank you so much. Make sure you continue to subscribe, like, share, all the do's and da-da-da's, and keep on keeping on.
Dude, if Tom Hanks dies from coronavirus, the world is objectively a worse place.
I confused Tom Hanks with another celebrity again and thought he was already dead.
Idris Elba?
No, Robin Williams.
Nope, different people.
Also, please continue to support Ryan on his adventure journey of a lifetime to be the next best writer out there ever on Games Cubed, on Video Games Amino, as well as Medium. Both those links are going to be in the description as well, and hopefully sometime this year he'll be doing some YouTube for that.
Oh man, you put me on the spot here. Nothing can stop me except for my crippling fear of failure.
Stay safe and play on.